week, we've been teasing you about Dancing with the Stars. Ngayong hapon, tunghayan po sa ating programa our full interview with our kababayan, half Irish, half Pinay swimmer, Natalie Coughlin. Meanwhile, for updates in the Filipino-American community, also updates from the Philippines, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Janelle. So, ngayong Biyernes ng hapon sa Kababayan LA, hindi pumawala ang ating lagay ng panahon. You know what? Monday, Tuesday, we've been wearing coats, layering. Pero ngayon, are we back to summer? Here's Elita Loresca from the NBC Today in LA.
Kamusta, Janelle? It looks like we're in for a fantastic weekend weather-wise. We've kind of had a mixed bag of weather over the week with some rain, our first rain of the season, and now we're starting to see temperatures warming up. By the weekend, a little bit cooler. Let's go to the maps and show you what you can expect as you get ready for the weekend. Temperature readings along the coast in the mid-80s today. Low 90s downtown, upper 90s in the valleys, but some changes are coming. Mas malamig ang panahon ngayon katapusan ng linggo. You can see that the temperatures by the weekend will be down in the mid-70s along the coast, mid-80s across the downtown area, low 90s in the valleys. Maulap ng kaunti sa umaga at maaraw sa bandang hapon, and you can see that trend carrying us through the early part of next week. It won't be until about Tuesday of next week where we'll start to see warmer temperatures, mountain communities in the low 70s today, also tomorrow, so very pleasant. Mid-90s in the Inland Empire valleys and triple-digit heat across the deserts. We'll be finding some slightly cooler conditions Sunday into Monday there as well. Coming up earlier next week or by midweek next week, another warming trend. So not looking too bad, Janelle. I hope that everyone, mga kababayan, you have a fantastic weekend. And of course, we'll see you next Friday. Back to you, Janelle.
All right, weather-wise, it seems to be confusing. Rain, shine, wet and dry. And it's not just that. Health news naman, nakaugalian na po natin na pagkatapos ng ulat ng lagay ng panahon tuwing Biyernes ay pinag-uusapan natin ang ating kalusugan. And in terms of health, speaking about health, the past few days, there have been so many speculations about the H1N1 vaccine. That's why Dr. Peter Cheng is joining us this afternoon on Kababayan LA to clarify some of the misconceptions out there about the vaccine. Dr. Peter Cheng is a board-certified physician, and he is with the U.S. HealthWorks Medical Group in Compton as a Center Medical Director. Hello, and also a Managing Physician. Hello, and welcome to Kababayan LA.
Thank you, Janelle. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the H1N1 vaccine. You know what? I just got an email this morning, and I browsed it, and it says that H1N1 vaccine is one of the most dangerous vaccines out there, and that we shouldn't take it. What's the truth about that?
I don't think that's true because we have research that backs up through the CDC and the U.S. government, which you can find information on at their websites, in which the vaccine is made similarly to the seasonal flu vaccine. So the process is quite similar. There is no clinical evidence or research evidence so far that is more dangerous than the regular flu vaccine.
Now, let's talk about this. I think there is a scare out there still because people think that if this vaccine was rushed because of the need to have it, because of the scare that we have of an epidemic, a pandemic. But so do you think that's what's causing all these email blasts, all these misinformation to the public, perhaps?
I think you're right about that because it's such a new virus and it's one of the biggest pandemic, certainly within the last several years, that has caused people to have a lot of concern. There will be speculation as with any other new disease that arise. However, I think there's a good amount of research that has gone into making these vaccines, and different manufacturers have made them. And certainly the manufacturers are ones that have produced vaccines in the past.
Right.
I'm sure they have taken the right precautions to take care of that issue.
Some people, Filipinos included, they feel that if something is new, they don't want to try it right away. They wait because some people say that there could be side effects years down the road, months down the road. When it's newly introduced, you can't figure that out right away.
That's always a interesting concern, and it is a legitimate concern. However, in the past there have been situations where a disease such as Guillain-Barré which is a neurologic disease that was associated with vaccines. It is loosely associated with them, and ultimately is very, very rare. As with any kind of medicine, benefits certainly outweigh the risk.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Now, so we've clarified that. So it's safe, and in fact, you encourage people to get the H1N1 vaccine, H1N1 shot, right?
Yes, there's two major kind of vaccines, and there's some details about that. Certain people are suitable for one versus the other kind of vaccine, and certainly we can go into that in more detail.
And it's not just the vaccines, though. There are other ways that we can take precautions in order to avoid this disease. What are some of those?
Absolutely. There are supplemental ways that a person can help prevent themselves from disease, and the main things that you probably have heard is good hand washing techniques, using hand sanitizers, which has come into play within the last few years. There is the new coughing technique.
What's the new coughing technique?
It's called the Dracula cough.
How do you do that?
It's looking like Dracula just in time for Halloween.
Oh.
So it's coughing into the sleeve, and obviously the clothing needs to be washed frequently, but instead of coughing into the hands, which people
we
shake hands and touch things.
Right.
Correct.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yes. And among others, certainly keep yourself well hydrated, well rested, also helps your immune system.
And vitamin C also?
Vitamin C has been shown to help before a person gets the disease. You're right.
So just to boost the immune system.
Correct.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. And see, we learn new things every day, no matter how simple. But thank you so much. The Dracula cup, we'll certainly use that. And more power to you, Doctor.
Great. Thank you.
For more information, that's the website on the screen. And for more in Kababayan LA, stay tuned because we'll be back after these reminders. Don't go away.